Yo, what's poppin'? You done tap back in with the gangster's kitchen in the hood, where the food is vegan, and you will not get tired of eating. I promise. I mean, hey, you cooking with a blood. What's poppin'? Hey, look, so today I'm showing y'all how I made a vegan cabbage steak. I ain't with all that chit chat, so shit, let's just get to it. So right now, what I did was I just washed my potatoes, because of course I'm making a side of mashed potatoes. What did I do? I put some apple cider vinegar on my potatoes and some warm water. That's how I wash them. So what I'm doing now is chopping it down. So when I throw it in the hot water, it'll bust down real good. It won't take too long to get soft. It's up to it's your choice to leave the skin on. Some people take the skin off, some people leave it on. I do what I do, so that's what I'm gonna do, because I do what I do, and that's how I do. So boom, now I got the cabbage. You can use green cabbage. I'm using purple cabbage. Something about that purple, royalty. Yeah, what's happening with me. Look. But anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm tearing off the outer layer. Honestly, I don't know why. I just look at it like cleaning purposes. A lot of people, so I tear off the outer layer, and of course I still wash it, apple cider vinegar, some warm water. And now what I'm doing is I'm cutting it down like a steak. When you cut it down, you want to cut it down and make it thick. You want to cut it down, make it thick like a real steak. So what I'm doing is I had cut it probably like 1 inch or 2 thick. You know what I mean? And this is what it looked like, purple, yeah. So I bust down probably about like 6 or 7 of them, right? And once you're done with that, you want to get like a little baking pan, get some parchment paper, bust it down on the parchment paper. I had like 4, 5, like I said, I had like 6, 7, maybe 8. I can't recall. I ate like 4 of them guys off the dribble. But now we're finna bust them down with the seasoning. So you're gonna take some all virgin, 100% non-GMO organic, extra virgin olive oil, and you wanna rub it down. Listen, food is energy. It's okay to be intimate. Food is energy, baby. What you put your energy into, it's gonna, yeah. So now I'm busting down with some sea salt. Now I'm busting down also with some garlic salt. Not too much, not too little. And then now I got some poultry seasoning. Not too much, not too little. And on top of that, I'm adding some garlic powder. Now, you want this to taste like a real steak. You know what I mean? So, do your thug thizzle. Now, this right here is some grilling seasoning. Excuse the G-Rod, woo. But look, that's the grilling seasoning. You want it to taste like a steak, baby, so you can really add what you want. I'm adding some paprika as well on top of that. And then I'm adding some cayenne pepper. You want to bust that down. You don't make it too spicy, just a little bit. I had to use my hand because, it was trying to, yeah. So I'm also adding some rosemary. Another suggestion that I would add that I didn't have, I'm also adding some celery salt. We're not going to forget that. And then we're going to flip it and do the same thing. But one thing I would suggest to add is some fennel seeds. So fennel seeds is going to make it go, you hear me? It's going to make it go, you know what I mean? But anyway, I ran out, so yeah. And on top of that, I'm adding some almond oil vegan butter on top of it in the center. So it not only will it, will it grill, it'll caramelize. Listen, y'all, look, I know what's happening with me. Now, boom, now we on to the gravy. Right, I'm adding some mushroom gravy on the side, or to bust it down. So I'm putting some. I'm gonna saute the mushrooms with some garlic. We're gonna bust them down real quick, and what I'm gonna do is I chop my mushrooms up a little bit, while it's in there, because I don't want them too thick. You know what I mean? So it's your choice. You can leave them thick, whatever. So after they saute, I put them off to the side, and I add my little vegan butter, almond oil, country crock. This is my first time using a country crock, because I always use the Miyokos. You know what I mean? So it was actually busting too. It was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. It tasted just like butter. You know what I mean? So boom, when that butter melt, you want to add some flour. Your flour of your choice. I'm adding chickpea flour. Right, and then once the reason being is because you want to incorporate that. So then when you pour the rest of the juice, whatever you want to incorporate with, it'll thicken up. Right, so boom, what I'm adding is vegetable broth. That's the go-to. I don't know what else you would add, for the gravy, but I'm adding vegetable broth, and yes, I used a lot. I love gravy. I love gravy. Now don't worry, I know it's a little watery. It's okay, baby. We're gonna fix that. Y'all remember that movie Hose with the diggers, digger the holes and all of that? And we're gonna also bust down some onions inside of it too. But y'all remember that? When he's like, I can fix that. You know that I can fix that when he was doing the flash. Look, anyway. So boom, we're gonna add the onions inside the gravy. Now we're gonna go on to the potatoes. In the potatoes, I'm adding some vegetable broth and I'm adding some almond silk milk, vegan. And we're gonna bust that down. We're gonna mush that up real good. Like this here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And that's what you want to, yeah. Now we're going to add the seasonings, my favorite part. We're going to add the sea salt. Going to add the rosemary. Rosemary going to bring out that, yeah. Then we're going to add some garlic salt. Not too much, not too little. Then we're going to add some paprika. Then we're going to add some thyme. Not too much, not too little. That's going to bring out that, yeah. Then we're going to add some celery salt. Then we're going to add some onion powder. Bust that down. Then we're going to add some nutritional yeast. Hey, these folks out here lit right now. I promise you, I'm in the streets right now, busting this down. I'm telling you. Now we're going to mix this up, right? Oh, I did add basil. I forgot to put that, yeah. And, of course, we got to add the vegan butter, to make it creamy. And this is what the potatoes look like, huh? Now we off back to the gravy. We're going to add some more chickpea flour, to make it thick. And that's the thickness. That's the consistency you want to get, baby. Now we're going to add the seasonings. We're going to add the celery. We're going to add the garlic salt. And we're going to add some thyme and some garlic powder and a little nutritional yeast. I mean, like I said, I'm making the mushroom gravy. The mushroom and the onion is going to give it that yeah. And boom, this is what the steak look like. The cabbage steak, well seasoned. Whoo-wee. Now we're going to go ahead and plate this up real good. You're going to throw that mushroom onion gravy on top of that guy like this here. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It was busting, I promise you. But boom, ladies and gentlemen, this is the vegan cabbage steak with gravy over mashed potatoes with the mushroom and the onion gravy. Little bit. I appreciate y'all for tapping back in with me. Back in the gangster's kitchen, baby. The gangster's kitchen in the hood. You cooking with a blood, huh? Now get out my kitchen.